Hi everyone, my name's Lauren and I'm a student counsellor at the City of Glasgow College. Today I have my colleague Richard here, who's also a student counsellor, and I'm going to be asking Richard some questions around the Wellbeing Service and what we can offer you, just to make things a little bit clearer for you and to allow yourself to refer if you need to.
Thanks, Lauren. Yes, so I'm Richard. I'm one of the other student counsellors in the mental health and wellbeing team. There are 3 counsellors in total, and we also have a mental health and wellbeing coordinator. We're well aware that it's an induction time for you guys, and it's an exciting time of the year, lots happening. And we want you to know right from the beginning what kind of support is available for you at the college with your health and wellbeing, which is going to be more important than anything else.
Thanks so much, Richard. So would you be able to give us an overview of what exactly the Wellbeing Service is at the City of Glasgow College?
Yeah, so the Student Mental Health and Wellbeing Service is basically a service that is there for students to help students all year round, not just during term time, with their mental health and wellbeing. There's a lot of different ways that we do that. We offer counselling one-to-one. We now offer group work, which we'll talk about in a moment. We offer yoga sessions, mindfulness sessions, events, and also some support for staff to help them, other staff at the college, to help them to help students with their mental health and wellbeing. So we're there all year round, anytime a student might need us, and we hope that people will make use of us when we can be of value to them.
Thank you so much. So our role as counsellors, obviously you kind of described it a little bit there, it's quite far reaching. So how would you describe what a counsellor actually is?
Yeah, that's a good question. So a counsellor for me fundamentally is a person who's trained, highly trained really, and basically is focused on offering a supportive relationship and a safe and confidential regular space for another person to come and bring to them whatever it is that's going on for them in their lives that might be troubling them or concerning them. So sometimes people might bring internal thoughts or feelings about something that's going on right now or has happened in the past that's important to them, and they might want to share that. And doing that with someone they don't know, who's confidential, can make a big difference there. Sometimes people might want to work on a particular situation in their life, maybe a relationship or something else that they feel is not going well for them or they are upset about. And a counsellor can shine a different light on that for them and help them find their way with it. We offer primarily short-term counselling, which is normally up to 6 sessions, which would take place on a weekly basis, Lauren. A standard counselling appointment is just under an hour, 50 minutes long, and that way it's consistent and regular, and we can offer it at a time and day normally that is suitable for students around all the other commitments they've got in their lives.
So you covered this a little bit in that answer there, and obviously counselling is different for everyone, but how would you describe counselling?
Yeah, so I think in terms of how counselling helps people, counselling is a form of therapy, like we call it talking therapy, by listening, understanding, talking, really making a person's concerns the main focus and valuing them and valuing the person can have a very therapeutic kind of healing effect where people can, start to feel better about themselves and start to make changes in their life that really work for them. And I think that describes counselling in a nutshell. We know from our experience at the college, like over the last year, for example, all the students who came for counselling, and there were hundreds of them, those who completed their counselling, overall experienced an average 60% improvement in their sort of well-being. So that was based on measures such as their quality of their sleep, their anxiety and stress levels, their mood, also feeling at risk as well. So that's really gives us a lot of confidence that what we do can help people. A counsellor can also be very flexible. So like in your case, Lauren, you might work with people in a group, you might work with people one-to-one, and they might meet different needs in different ways for people.
Thank you so much. I think that's very important to mention that actually when people feel hopeless, there is support out there. You just mentioned this now. Obviously my role is also a group work therapist, and I just started at college recently. So what exactly is group work and how would you describe it?
Well, that may be a better question for you, Lauren, but it's great to have you on board. My question, and it's really exciting that we're able to offer group work for students.
Mm-hmm.
So my understanding is that now when a student comes to us for their initial assessment and we review with them what's going on for them and what kind of support might be most valuable, that we can offer them one-to-one counselling, we can offer them group work, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
We might offer them both over a period of time,
Mm-hmm.
as well as some of the other things that we do at the service. Does that sound about right?
Yep, that's right. So the group work that we will be offering is starting this year. So there'll be different specific topics such as anxiety and low mood. At the moment, they will be done remotely over Zoom. And you can obviously discuss that during your assessment and get a little bit more detail from that. But I'm really, really excited to be able to offer that to students because it just provides an environment where you can get support from your peers, learn coping strategies, and also, it can really, really help with loneliness and isolation.
Yeah, and I guess that's the great thing is that one-to-one counselling can be really helpful for lots of people, but it isn't going to be to everyone's taste, and it isn't going to be helpful to everybody. Whereas group work, I guess, has a similar aim in terms of helping people to heal from things and work things out, but it has a different approach that does that in different ways. And like you're talking about, the being part of a group can be really powerful in a very sort of supportive way and being understood in that way, and can also help you share experiences with people who can really relate to what you're going through as well.
Definitely. Thanks so much for that, Richard. How would you describe the confidentiality of the service to students?
Yeah, so it's really important as part of a fundamental part of what we do is that it's confidential. So students self-refer to the service, which we'll expand on a little bit in a minute, so you know exactly how to access our help. And basically that means that you can access the service without anybody else having to know. And when you come for our service, we'll offer you an initial assessment to work out how best to help you. Wherever it goes from the point of you accessing the service, no one outside our team will know that you've accessed the service unless you choose yourself to tell them that. So it's completely confidential, and the only exceptions, of course, would be around safety. If there was a serious risk to safety, we might have to act on that. We'd always try and work with the student concerned, to work out the best way to approach that. But that aside, it is a completely confidential service, and that's something that we really value the importance of.
Yes, definitely. I think that's really, really important to be really clear about the confidentiality of our service as well. So if students were interested in coming for an assessment, how exactly would they go about it?
Yeah, naturally, especially when you're in a bit of a pickle, you might not know what you want. You might be going, oh, I'm not sure if counselling's for me, or I'm not sure if group work's for me. Remember, there are other things that we offer in the college, and there are other organisations outside the college that we have partnerships with that we can also refer you to or signpost you to. So I would say if you're having a hard time and struggling, and it's maybe going on for a period of time rather than just a difficult day or a bad week, then that's probably a good time to come to our service and let us help you to work out, what kind of support is going to be most helpful. You don't have to have that clear before you come to us. So really, to access the service, students self-refer. Really easy. You log into My City, you go straight to the apps and then bookings. So the bookings app on My City, there's a big list of appointments there for lots of different things that are on offer to students, including our wellbeing assessment. So that will be down near the bottom because of the W. Click on the green button, it'll ask for your name, it'll ask for your contact number so we can phone you for your appointment, and it'll also ask for your student number, and that's it. That's all we need at that point in time. And it'll ask you to choose a time and day. There'll be lots of different times and dates available that might be suitable for you. And then the counsellor, as it will tell you, the counsellor will call you on that date and time and spend a good 30 to 45 minutes with you, exploring why you've come to us, what's going on for you, and how we can best help. And then that will lead into group work, one-to-one, or any of the other types of support that or somewhere else can offer you that might best meet your needs.
Thank you so much, Richard. I think that's been really, really clear and helpful. I think also if students have any additional questions, we have a FAQ page on the mental health and wellbeing part of the website, which students can go and have a little look at.
Absolutely, that's something that we've really developed. So if anyone goes to the main college website. You type in, do a search for mental health, well-being, stress, anxiety, whatever. That'll take them straight to our hub, where there's a growing list of resources there, including links on how to access our service, as well as lots of other useful tools and things that might be useful to people and that they can use themselves too.
All right, thank you so much for your time. We hope you enjoy your time at the City of Glasgow College and you get all the information you need.
Yeah, thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.